for destiny. I've taken a long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn. Lighting the fuse, let it burn. My time is rising, and you can't bring me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going. I ain't turning back around. Can't stop me. Can't stop me now. No, 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 no. Can't stop me now. This is the calm before the storm. You know what's coming, so be warned. You can't stop me now.
Well, to be honest, with
You can't stop me now.
2 days later, Monday was some kind of a show. It was no fun. It was -35 in the morning. Stuff wouldn't start. The city wouldn't start. Had to get my stuff going. Had to get the city, get her car going. Yeah, it was fun. Wasted the whole day. So I didn't get anything done on this one. As far as making scrap, I did a fine job at that. And I think I'm going to bring you in and show you all the mistakes that were made. First of all, there is 2 rad support brackets that I was trimming down to fit, which I trimmed. This one. Oops, here, I'll lay it on the hoist. There's this one. And I cut this much off, thinking that was going to work for me. The mistake I made, I was only supposed to cut this much off. So I measured from the one side the wrong way. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Next plan of attack, I have decided that I'm going to weld it back together because that's just the right thing to do. And what I'm going to do is probably right up this hole here. I'm going to cut here, cut here, cut the top and bottom again, and I'm going to basically make a Z-bend out of this. Unless I can think of a better spot to do it. So I'm going to attack. This doesn't put me in the area I want to be, so I'm going to go and do some pre-trial fitting here and see if I can make a Z-bend, which will get the rad away from the front of the engine. I need like another inch, maybe 7, I don't know. So I'll bring you back to see what we figure out. Was it a video I did last time? I don't know. Maybe I missed that part. Update. Had to tack weld the brackets back together because they were both cut differently. My mistake. So, the new plan is to cut it out, wedge it over like this. I'll, 2 hands. I'll cut it right across here so I got clearance for the rad. I can step it back some more, and then I can build a piece on the bottom to hold the mount, and that actually gives me a little more room. But at this point in the game, I think I better do the right thing and go find the hood and set it on. I'm kind of concerned that this snubber right here with a little rub mark on it might have something to do with the hood. So this might be right out the window too. So could be lots of cutting apart and welding back together again game today. Okay, I'm on it. Hood detail. Well, boy, it looks more complete now. I should have had you guys in watching me struggle put that hood on. It was no fun. I got it though. It's sitting in place. I think it's latched. I don't know if it'll unlatch. I had to nip off a couple little pieces inside the hood. It'll get some 3/4 inch square tubing after to fix it up, just so it's not flimsy. But otherwise, I think I've got the idea down here. I'm amazed. It even has a prop rod factory. Bring you back in a bit once I get this hood open again. Well, here we are. So I did a slot, or I cut a notch in here, and then I did a halfway through the metal back cut, so I had made it like a hinge. Keeps everything in line, keeps it tacked together. I can mock it up to where I want it. Now I've got the rad sitting roughly, I don't know if you can see down there, yeah. Shadows, only the shadow knows. So if I square this up, that's where I want the rad to sit. Lots of room for a fan. So I think what I'm going to do is frame across here with some 1-inch square tubing. I'll just dilly-dally with that notch so it's squared, and then I'll weld the tubing to this piece across. I think I'll be good, and then from there I can make my brackets, and I've got some nice little holes here to use. A couple of snap ties, zip ties, zap straps, whatever you want to call them. Then rad's in. Oh, I got to cut the mounts off this mess, and then I'm just gonna haul it to the scrap bin because that turned out to be a disaster. I think I'm just gonna frame in my own and weld my mess back together, clean it up. Should be able to paint it after that. Then that's one piece done. Rad can go in. Next is the steering column and brakes. I want brakes, I want steering. I want to get all the wiring hooked back up and see if I can move this sucker. If I can move it under its own power, just like Dan over at DD Speed Shop, it makes life so much easier. And I tend to agree with him. Okay, bring you back in a while.
Is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. There no shortcuts here for destiny. I'll take the long way proud. Oh, I know what I've earned, and now it's my turn. Lighting the fuse, let it burn. My time is rising, and you can't bring me down. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going. I ain't turning back around. Can't stop me. Can't stop me now. No, 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 no. You can't stop me now. The calm before the storm. You know what's coming, so be warned. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Though my feet have come too far for you to tie up to the
Here we are again. Okay, so 1x1 square tube to fill it in, top and bottom. That'll give me enough bracing. I'm going to fill in these gaps. I'm going to finish welding my bad mistake, and I've got to weld in the rad support brackets. But first, right in here, I don't know if you can see, in the shadows there. This V part, I'm going to cut it off clean, and I'm going to weld in another piece so I have my support there for the cab mount. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, I'll see if I can get you at a better angle when I go to put this all back together, and hopefully I'll have a rad in it today. Awesome. Well, I've been well known to get that out of your way. Guess I should have used a clean rag. Whatever. To make contraptions that never work. So let's see if this thing's gonna work. Oh, that's hot. Oh. Get her in. Tuck her in under there. Oh, that's an awful noise. Okay, it fit before. There it goes. Oops. Sorry about that. And okay, I got a wiring harness here and a ground in my way. So I guess I should zip that out. No. Rework that ground after. Some guy has all of his tools packed away. There we go. I'm going to say that's 13. My wire. Oh, hell no. You seeing that's a 10? Must be. Okay, that works. Okay. That's a ground I'll probably have to go back. Pardon me. Okay, let's get this. Oh, that's what's in my way. Oh, no. Come on. Fiber. Apparently there was still fluid in that transmission cooler line. Come on. Gotcha. Okay. Should I stuff a couple bolts in? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. This way at least. At least then I can set the mounts in place, make some circles from underneath, And then drill 2 7/16 holes, bolt the mounts up, jack the front end up just a touch, make sure we're kind of levelish, bore some holes, and then I'll trim away the excess. Okay, so bolts. I'm excited. Okay, and that one's not right. There it goes. There's still some heat here for some reason. Still got to figure something out for these bolts, because my arms aren't long enough to reach around inside the fender. Guess if I pulled the headlights out. Wonder if this was a 12 volt. 1950, probably not. Even though it's Studebaker, and their claim to fame was it being a little more advanced than some. I don't know how advanced was stuff in the 50s compared to other vehicles. All I want to do is get this thing parked in here for the most part. Boy, that one bracket looks crooked. I used a square off the wrong part. It's okay. You come to look at the truck, I'll give you a sticker to keep your eyes closed. Okay. Body definitely has to go up on this side. About that much. I can trim that away too. And I want to put a diagonal brace on that corner. Then it starts looking like a whole lot of crap. Okay. Condenser. Nothing's tight. I don't care. Condenser in like so. I got foam to put in the brackets. Radiator. Okay, I'll have to make 2 holes. 1 hole in that other bracket. Okay, that's in nice. Okay, I'm going to grab the Sharpie while I'm thinking of it. Sharpie? Let's make a hole in the bottom plate, or it's... I'll just do that, because that thing floats around in there. Make about a 1-inch hole. And then the rat will sit on there really nice. Okay, let's see how the rat goes in. Okay, I can't see nothing. Well, I got a light for a reason. Oh, it works. because I did remember to turn it off. There it goes. One's in. Is it crooked? Yeah. Perfect. Well, let's move you around here. I'm just going to assume the hood still closes. Yeah, it should. Now I'm curious about that air cleaner ducty thing. Interesting. I'll grab a piece of wire and wire this thing up so I can just take a look at it. Charge cord. There. Sorry guys. Straighten. Really looking at it. Something like that. Okay, piece of wire. Had one right there. Okay. And this way. Now, I do know a guy that has a farm out here, and I could get some baling to him. Maybe that would be better. Little foam here and a little foam there. 2 brackets. Maybe a plate right across. I want to grab that air cleaner. How's it? How's it? Really doubt it, but it kind of tucks over. Not even close. Would have to go way up here. Nice cabbage. Cut a bunch of this crap off. This really wouldn't do anything for me here. I got the gummies for the rad. Cut that shroud off. Gives me the gummies for the rad. Just flip it upside down momentarily. Huh. Maybe a straight edge. Trim this off. A little standoff right in here. You see me? Standoff right in here. And that would hold the top of the rally in place. That means it would kind of have factory mounts. And I could just let the air blow through there after. Okay. I'm gonna go do some cutting. I'll be right back. Well, that's kind of what I was hoping for. With 3 standoffs to take bolts. One was a little weird, but I don't know, that kind of almost finishes it off, and it gives me that, and that, and that. It gives me all kinds of inflammation. So now I think better check to see if the hood closes. Okay. see. I'll put you right here on the bench. Can you see me? Yeah. Okay. I don't think so. Well, I think this is going to end up being a long video, or maybe I'll just quit now. Hood's closed. Rad's in. Huh. Imagine that. I put a light up in there. And now I can't see. Oh, millimeters to spare. That's awesome. Oh, was that nice? Oh, I'm going to trim that. Okay, I'm rather pleased. This has to go up some too. And that is mounted, well, that'll go upward. That's fine. Okay, well, I guess next I'm going to work on the brackets for the mounts. All I gotta do is drill a 7/16 hole. See how that. Oh man, you're gonna be upside down. That's okay. You're facing downwards. So what I'm gonna do is take my whiteout pen. I think it's still whiteouts. And I'm going to drench the end of a sleeve here with whiteout. So, push this in here. That's roughly where I want the bushing to be, the mount. And I'm just, oh, it's got a bunch of paint on it. And I'm just going to carefully drop it in there. And then carefully lift it out. Let's see what we got. I don't know. That qualifies as good enough for me to make a 7/16 hole. Okay, so I'm going to pull the same donut on the other side. Clean the whiteout off. Make 2 holes, trim them out, bracket, and I can tack them onto the frame. So I think this is where we're going to leave this for today, because I have no idea how long this video is going to be. Between Sunday and all day today, I've got quite a few to stitch together. So we're going to call this the end. Tomorrow you'll see the mount done. And then we'll move forward. But again, I'd like to thank you both for watching, and hopefully I'll get it running this week. I'm so excited. Okay, talk to you later.